Okay, so a bunch of you asked me how I made the Rat Guru rat harness duplicate. I'm posting a video to show you how to do that. First off, I'd like to thank my daughter for letting me borrow her little cell phone holder stuffy thing so that I could record this video. Next, I'm going to tell you the ingredients for making this. You are going to need a pair of scissors, good sharp ones. These are from my sewing drawer, and so they're sharp. You're going to need something to measure with. A yardstick, a ruler, a flexi measuring tape, the measuring tape out of your toolbox, anything that has inches on it. You are going to need a lighter with a metal piece here, and that's easy to light. Easy light. As you can see, I busted the safety off mine to make it easy light, but it works. You are going to need a spring-loaded toggle that is dual-sided, or double-barreled. These come in lots of shapes. This one my daughter calls a little skull. You can see why. They also come in barrels and squares. What shape you use doesn't matter as long as it has 2 holes and a good spring. You will also need some of these. You need one for every harness that you make. This is a sliding strap adjuster. You should aim for one that is between 1/4 and 1/2 inch. Anything bigger than that is too big for a rat, but you can go up to 1 inch for a ferret and it's okay. This one I got off my bra, but you can get most of these things in the craft section of Walmart. An old bra is a great place to source those, though. You will need some of the 2 rings, 1/2 inch to 1 inch. These ones are plastic rings by Dritz. They came in a pack of 24 for like $1 at my local Walmart, but you can also use metal jump rings. If you do that, make sure they're closed or sealed jump rings. You will need a stuffing tool. I like the cuticle pusher, the back end of a paintbrush, a jewelry screwdriver. That is so that you can push the paracord through the holes on your spring-loaded toggle. And you will need paracord. I like to use 550 and then gut it myself, because if I get the lower grade paracord, it's $5 for a yard of it at my local Walmart. Or I can go to the sporting goods section and buy 100 feet of 550 for $7. So I get way more for way less doing it this way. You will need to take the end of your paracord and put it just past the end of your measuring tape or measuring device like this, because you're going to want to cut that sealed end off before we actually get started. You want to run 36 inches or 3 feet worth of paracord along your measuring tape or measuring device, and then cut that off. Do not pre-cut paracord, because when you do, it unravels like this, and then you end up with a mess. You're then going to need to take your lighter and seal the end of your source paracord. To do that, you just start the lighter, hold it to the paracord until the paracord starts to bubble a little, and then put the paracord on your desk and press the lighter against it. If you're worried about injuring a wooden desktop, then you can use your kitchen counter or a stone cutting board. That's me. My desk is a craft desk. If it gets a little burnt up, whatever. Scorch marks are scorch marks. Next, you're going to take the piece of paracord we just cut, and essentially you're going to deglove it. You're going to bunch it up a little here at the end that is not sealed, and pull out a bunch of this middle stuff called gutting the paracord, but it's a little like degloving. Then you're going to cut off that sealed end a little, but cut as little as you can, barely enough to not cut my fingers, really. And the reason you want to do that is you don't want to waste material. But then you just pull all of that out. Now you've got a hollow tube of paracord, And you're going to seal the ends of this the same way you just sealed your other end. The guts of the paracord can go in the trash because they are nylon, and so you can't give them to any of your animals for playing with. But if you're a tassel maker, then you can reuse those for that. I'm not a tassel maker, so they go in my trash can. After we have sealed this off, do not ever pinch the hot paracord with your fingers. You will burn yourself. It's melted nylon. So now we've got the sealed ends here. We're going to fold this in half. And we're going to take one of our plastic rings, and we're going to put the ends through the plastic ring. And then through the fold of the paracord. Like so. Hold the plastic ring and pull that tight. So that you have slip knotted your paracord around your ring. You're then going to want to fold your paracord up like this and heat this edge and seal it down onto the other piece of paracord. That way you have sealed the knot so that it won't ever move and cause your harness to fall apart. So, there's paracord between my thumb and the lighter, so I'm not actually touching the hot paracord with my fingers. I'm touching the cold paracord with my fingers, and you want to do that on both sides of that knot cross piece. So, ta-da, ta-da. There we go. Alright. Next, take your little figure 8 sliding clip, put both ends of your paracord through one half of that sliding clip, like so, and slide that down until it's about 2 or 3 inches away from your loop. Take your paracord and put it back through the other half of your figure 8 clip, your slide adjuster, strap adjuster. And you want to pull that tight. So it's all the way through. You'll notice your strap adjuster does slide. It should slide pretty nicely on the paracord. This way. That's going to allow you to adjust the loop around your ratty's head and neck. So it's important that that slides easily. If it doesn't slide easily, then try a slightly larger size. Oops. Next, you're going to take those the loose ends of your paracord again and put them back through your plastic loop that's already on here. And just fold it in half at the slide adjuster. No big deal. Once you have done that, this is the hardest part. You have to put one end of your paracord through each of the holes on the spring-loaded toggle. Pinch your spring-loaded toggle open. Push your paracord in as best you can to start. And then use whatever stuffing tool that you've got available to you. Cuticle pusher works really well. You just want to pop it through the other side and then grab and pull. And do the same thing the other half of your paracord. Started. Give it a push. Pull it through. Ta-da. Alright.